the head of the Bella Mafia. Oh, shout out to my girl Victoria Gotti, the whole Gotti family. Stay up. This time around, I ain't taking no shit. This time around, I never get bit.
Oh, you must be the man or something. You must think that we playing or something. You ain't get no money, cause when you be round, you got out your hand for something. You wanna be gang, you want you a name, but you gotta stand for something. When I see you awesome, I hop out the truck with them choppers in hand for something. Oh, you must be the man or something. You must think that we playing or something. You ain't get no money, cause when you be round, you got out your hand for something. Good spirits to you all out there in this divinely given moment in time. I am London Taj. You are tuned into another episode of ClAssic Conversations.
Sure.
I need for all of you all out there globally to join me in welcoming a very special guest to ClAssic Conversations today. Join me in welcoming RocBoi Zay. RocBoi Zay in the building. RocBoi Zay in the building. Classic City, stand up. West Side. Okay, I had to get that out. Yeah, my bad. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get this thing started. Well, I already done kind of said where you from, but could you please let everybody know, where are you from?
I'm from the west side of Athens, Georgia.
West side of Athens, Georgia.
For sure that.
West side, the best side, by the way.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So let's go ahead and get started with some of your classic development, some of like the early stages of your interest in music and this pursuing that you're doing now.
Right.
So like, what genres of music or musical artists do you recall listening to a lot as a younger person, like elementary age?
It's elementary age.
Elementary age, yeah. Middle school, somewhere in between them two.
I got you. So basically, in my neighborhood, we were real big on Tupac.
Yes.
Yeah, we were real big on Tupac.
Tupac.
Yeah. So me coming up as a youngin' though, like I always thought Tupac was actually from my neighborhood. Yeah, for sure.
For real.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Second and third grade, I thought Tupac was from RocBoi.
Yeah, I can see that though, for real, because the things that he would talk about and was going on, that was going on in RocBoi, real talk, right here in Athens, for real.
Yeah, definitely, man.
So mostly Tupac, a lot, heavily.
Yeah, mostly Tupac on a bigger scale, but like far locally, Low Down and Dirty, that's about it though.
Tupac and Low Down and Dirty, them some classics to be,
yeah, for sure.
Constantly listening to as a young person. So yeah. And I was actually, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it because I wore my Tupac shirt today for you because when I hear you rap, the energy that you bring, it gives me that feeling or whatever. Like it just makes me feel like, okay, I want to get up, I want to do something. Like
sure.
I can't stay down, that type of stuff. And that's the type of feeling that I used to get when I heard Pac. So I can't believe you came right out the bat with that today. Look how it worked. So of those genres of those artists that you mentioned, who inspired you the most? Would it be the local, or would it be Tupac, or would it be a combination?
I can say definitely a combination, but more so on the Low Down and Dirty tip because like Low Down, he's actually my blood cousin, so I was actually like he like my big brother also, you know what I'm saying? So I was around them like while they were recording their first two albums like 24/7, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I was big on, I actually like love their music, you know what I'm saying? Not due to the fact that they're my relative or whatever, you feel me? But like, boy, made some good music.
Shout out to Low Down and Dirty, for real. And if you all have never heard of Low Down and Dirty, before we continue, we just need to go ahead and plug this for real because these are some iconic artists. And you need to go look on YouTube and all your streaming platforms for Low Down and Dirty. Between the Hedges. Start there. Start with Between the Hedges and then make your way. So you got to start with Between the Hedges for real. So at what point during your early stages, you've been listening to Tupac, Low Down and Dirty, other artists, did you feel like, hey, it's time for me to start developing my lane and my skills in this realm?
Yeah, fact. I mean, like around about 12 or 13, because I always used to be with Carlo. You know what I'm saying? I always used to be with Low Down like 24/7. So once I got old enough and like just riding in the car freestyling to him and shit like that, you feel me? Just really just waiting on my chance, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, fact.
I mean, that right there is classic in itself because a lot of people don't have that opportunity to be able to spend that type of time and do those type of things with an artist like Low on a consistent basis. Wow.
Damn sure, right?
About 12 or 13, huh?
12 or 13.
So, was that around the same age you started composing your own lyrics too?
I actually had been writing my own lyrics like starting about 9 or 10.
9 or 10?
Yeah, like 9 or 10. I would actually write my own lyrics around about that time. So by that time, like around 12, when I actually got my chance to record, Lo just throwed me in on one day. He was like, put a verse on this. You know what I'm saying?
At 12?
Yeah,
you got a chance to actually record something?
Yeah, my first song was actually with Lowdown and Big Body. Yeah, it was actually one of the manufactured remix.
Really?
Big time. Yeah.
Shout out to Big Body too. What? For real?
Yeah, fact.
That right there is definitely classic, because when I was 12, we was just, trying to find ways to use the microphone through the boombox type and record ourselves, and you got a chance to actually go.
I was actually doing that too, no?
Wow.
Yeah, I was actually doing that too.
Dang. Can you remember any of those first lyrics that you actually wrote back in those days?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Oh man, I love
Due to the fact that over the years I've been recording so much music, so that's the reason why. Yeah, for sure.
I love to ask that because, in them early days, if you can remember, ain't no telling what might come out.
Yeah,
and, that's good for our audience.
Yeah, definitely.
So, you said you were about 12 or 13 and you were sharing your work with Lo. Mm-hmm. What about other people? Like, how old were you before you got comfortable with actually letting other people outside of who you were used to being around know that this was something you could do?
Actually, once I recorded that first song that I just mentioned, I went to my neighborhood, and I couldn't wait to let my peer hear it though, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
It don't matter what the response was, I just want to let somebody know I was rapping, you know what I'm saying? Because I always wanted to be a rapper. So once I got a good response in my neighborhood, like, boy, you rapping for real, you know what I'm saying? And you rapping about something, you know what I'm saying? I got a response at 12, so I ain't never stopped.
Wow. So you just got good responses right out the gate.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody don't have those type of experiences, so that's definitely a blessing.
Yeah, definitely.
And that says a lot, a plug for Rock Springs and the support that Rock Springs always has for the people of the community.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That right there.
For
so
sure.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So you said you got some good reactions. How did it affect you? Did you find yourself becoming a little cocky early, or?
Definitely.
For real?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I know, to be that young and to have people, always telling you that, you got this going on, you got that going on. That can play a toll, for real.
Due to the fact that, like, our city kind of small and, like, I don't know, I was just always popular though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that what motivated me too, you know what I'm saying? Because I knew, like, cause at that time, I ain't know my shit was fired out, you know what I'm saying? I just didn't know I was rapping, you know what I'm saying? So, due to the fact that, you know what I'm saying, that I did have a name, but people actually knew me, and you know what I'm saying? Like, they just gave me an ear, you know what I'm saying? And I knew folk were gonna listen to me if I dropped, so that what made me want to rap even more.
Wow, that is so dope.
You know, fact.
So, I always heard that, like, artists are confident in themselves and their abilities, no matter what other people's reactions may be. Mm-hmm. What approach did you take to continue building your confidence as you move through the game at such a young age too?
Yeah. See, I mean, the approach I took, I'm real competitive. I'm real competitive. So
you played a lot of sports too back in the day, so I can definitely see how that transfers into the other realms.
Definitely. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm real competitive. So the approach that I took with the music, while like cats that was actually doing music locally, you know what I'm saying? Like, I started to come out and then boom, like on some diss shit, like take shots at them, you know what I'm saying? Really not on no personal level, like on no real beef type shit, but really just on some competitive shit. Like, I'm better than you. You know what I'm saying? So that's the approach that I took. And the response was crazy.
Wow. So that's just straight, just jump in with it. Like, somebody going through the bank, we going through the front door. We ain't finna try to sneak nobody. We coming straight at you and do what you gonna do with it. I love that mentality. Wow. That right there is so dope. And I mean, a lot of people could learn from that though, because you can take that energy and harness it in such a positive way to push you forward. That's amazing. So your current stage name is RocBoi Zay.
RocBoi Zay.
Where did this current stage name come from? And has it been your only stage name?
Nah. My actual first stage name, like my nickname is Zay. You know what I'm saying? So that's what people know me as, Zay, and you know what I'm saying, in Athens, Georgia. But as far as my rap name, it came from actually Lowdown. He gave me the rap name.
Really?
Yeah, he gave me the rap name.
Dang.
Once I once I didn't finish school and I actually dropped out of school, you know what I'm saying, and I told him, boom, I want to take that rap shit serious, you know what I'm saying. And she was like, what you gonna call yourself? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I was like, Lil Zay, you feel me? Just instant thinking on some simple shit, you know what I'm saying? But he gave me that, like, just out the back of your mind, you know what I'm saying? I ran
good for coming up with ideas
sure.
just off the top like that.
So I ran with it.
Wow.
And it's been a household name from then.
For real, because it just stands out. I mean, it gives me, when I first saw it, like, some years ago, when I first saw it pop up on social media, it gave me a vibe of like, you know, what these young folks now got, like NBA or like Cash Money or something like that's RocBoi. That's something that, boom, you attach that to ClAssic City right there. Ain't no other RocBoys nowhere. I love that. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Wise words from RocBoi Zay today here on ClAssic ConverSations. It's your girl London Taj, and you know we can keep it going because we straight Westside Classic. We can keep this thing going, but we know y'all got some other stuff to do. So guess what? Tune in next time. Until then, I love you. Enjoy the rest of your day and your night. And we'll see you next time on the next episode of ClAssic ConverSations. London Taj out.
Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings. West Side.
I just want my dog free. Talking to my ancestors, the street gon' be the death for me. Long live move the game, long live Griffo. You say take the money, but that shit ain't what we here for. In my grandma's kitchen, from the cook up like I'm Striffo. Fucking on them money, get that what turn me to an info. I came out the country, used to get that shit in powder form. Still having nightmares of them long nights in that prison dorm. Going with my main nigga, they snap hit parole back. Still facing demons, going through hell in a Hellcat. My chop on the sheet, that shit's so necessary. I know some real ones to the street, they want my heart heavy. And if I had one wish, I made one call to heaven. My heart so cold, wish we could skip the month of February. And free my dog, yeah, we got see him commissary. I'm talking long live snow, that boy was legendary. See in these trenches, shit get wicked, it be real scary. We shoot a movie with these choppers, ain't no Tyler Perry. We shoot a movie with these choppers, but you been not film. Ain't Rock still doing life, and I just pray they friend. No plenty niggas who ain't fair, trying to take them ill. My team ain't ballin' to the point.
It's Taj!